biting into her flesh, they not only punctured it, they would literally rip it open, drawing a quantity of blood into a cup, which they then drank right before her eyes. Psych.
Oh.
They would bandage the wounds in between beatings so that she wouldn't bleed to death over the day. He was fabulous. 4 nights in a row they drained her blood. Now they bandaged it each night, I guess because they didn't want her to bleed to death while they disappeared during the day. They always disappeared during the day. We can only assume they were going to work. Let's hope these weren't the guys offering you a Bloody Mary. That's one of our taverns. 4 nights in a row they did this. 4 times. Pull on that one. Dude, it's not going to grow back, man.
Maybe. Come on.
Oh. And we didn't wipe up. Look at that. Oh, what the hell?
Oh, you nasty.
Oh, I got to cut down on my salt. A little bit of cholesterol in there too, but that's understandable because fat-free blood tastes like crap. Fat-free anything tastes like crap. 4 nights in a row they drained her blood. 4 times they drank it. 4th night they disappeared during the day. They left her left arm untied, but she thought she was going to bleed to death. My hand is going numb already. Well, she escaped and reported the crime. The police came back to search the building only to find the brothers were gone, but there were more victims in the next room. Next room, 4 more people tied to chairs, 2 adults, a man and a woman, 14-year-old boy, and a dead little girl. Drained of the life within her. All the others had the same cuts in the wrist or elbow. In the corner of that room was an additional stack of 17 dead bodies, stacked up like cordwood and covered with a tarp. None of them dead more than 2 weeks. These were just the midnight snacks of the previous 2 weeks. Well, police removed the dead bodies and took the injured off to the hospital. When the brothers returned, they were arrested and indicted. The police got them. Indicted for 18 murders and 4 assaults. They were tried, convicted, and executed in the electric chair at Angola State Prison. A doctor confirmed the death of each man with a stethoscope over the heart. Failing to find a heartbeat, he declared them dead. They were entombed out of St. Louis Cemetery No. 1 in the typical Creole above-ground fashion. Now that brings me to the end of an interesting serial killer story. That's all there was to it. It's not. Since their funeral, those 2 brothers have been seen in that building on 22 documented occasions. 22 times! People have come home from a night on the town, found 2 men walking around in that apartment. Men sometimes grapple with the brothers, attempting to prevent these alleged intruders from escaping if they seem abnormally strong. They would toss a man your size aside like you weighed nothing.